I want to ask you quickly about your other passion, which is energy and in particular nuclear power. We have a writer in Flat White, Cody Mitchell, who wrote about Europe's green groups and environmental organisations who came to Australia and were a little bit horrified about our opposition to nuclear power. Now, they are in favour of nuclear energy as an essential means to net zero. Now, whether you believe the world is going to end in a carbon dioxide-driven apocalypse or you just want to keep your iPhone charged, Australian Labor and the Greens parties surely will have to accept that nuclear energy is the only way that we're going to keep our cities alight.
Correct. Even Native Americans and Canada, they call themselves Aboriginals. It's interesting. I go over there on trips and they look at us and say, oh, we support nuclear power, we support uranium mining. You Aboriginals in Australia are crazy. And I said, well, not all Aboriginals don't support nuclear and uranium. We're just as diverse as everyone else. And you're right. Look at the Green parties in Europe. They're all coming over saying, we believe in climate change, and we believe the only way they get there is through nuclear energy. And yet in Australia, here we go, oh, we believe in climate change, but we don't believe in nuclear energy. My mates in Europe, they tell me if you believe in climate change and you don't believe in nuclear power, then you don't believe in climate change.
Yes, well, I've heard the line a million times from Labor that nuclear is too expensive and too difficult, which, ignoring for a moment that over a 100-year period that is simply not true and they've never been pulled up on it, we keep advertising ourselves as a technical leader in the region, particularly the Pacific region, and yet our Asian neighbours have got nuclear power plants. So why doesn't the press ever pull up Albanese and Chris Bowen on their claims about nuclear energy when obviously it's easy enough to see that they are simply incorrect?
Well, let's say for argument's sake, it is expensive. Well, is that a reason to ban it? When do we ban things that are expensive? And the reality is the marketplace will make that decision. So we supposedly live in a free market. Why do we have to ban something that we think is expensive? That is just totally bizarre. When mobile phones come out, televisions come out, motor vehicles come out, the ordinary citizen out there couldn't afford them. But over a period of time, they got there. This is what the fear is. The fear is they know that if they lift the ban, they will find that people are willing to invest in it and make money from it, is because it is not expensive as they say it is.
Well, politicians are expensive too, and I don't see them banning those.
Well, we hope. We live in hope.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on Spectator Australia TV, Warren. It was a pleasure.
Oh, before I go, if you've got a second, everyone in the energy industry, everyone in the mining industry knows that Chris Bowen has got to be the worst minister in the history of Federation. He is just a fool.
Well, definitely worth letting you say that one, Warren. So thank you very much, and hopefully we'll see some more discussion on nuclear energy in the near future.
Thank you.